Hi, I'm John with AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we're going to be showing you how to repair your appliance. Remember that anytime you work on an appliance, make sure that it is unplugged or the circuit breaker is turned off so there's no chance of electrocution. We're going to show you how to replace the door boot seal on your Maytag washer. It's a really easy job that only requires a Phillips head screwdriver, a 5/16 inch nut driver, a pair of needle nose pliers, a pair of locking pliers, and a few minutes of your time. When you open the package, you'll get one new door boot seal. The reason why you'd be replacing the door boot seal is if water leaks during washer operation, if there's mold buildup on the seal, or if there's a weird noise during operation. You'll start by opening the front door. Now for this repair, we're going to need to remove the door assembly, so we'll have to take out the screws that hold the hinges in place. Now you're going to just need to lift up on the door slightly to pull it out. You'll also need to remove these two mounts that are on the right side of the front panel. Pull forward on the front of the panel, tilt it down, and then lift up and remove it. The next thing we're going to need to do is open the detergent door and then remove the 4 Phillips head screws to be able to take off this panel. Use a 5/16 inch nut driver to loosen and remove the 2 screws that hold the top panel in place. Lift up on the top panel and tilt it back. With the top tilted back, you'll now have access to the door latch assembly. We'll start by removing these 3 wiring harness connections. And then use a 5/16 inch nut driver to loosen and remove the 2 screws that hold it in place. You'll need to disconnect the door boot seal that goes around the outside edge of this front plastic panel. To do so, you need to pull down and remove each of these little tabs that hold it in place. Then lean forward and slide sideways this panel and it should pull right off. Use a pair of pliers to remove the clamp that holds the drain assembly together. You'll need to remove the spring assembly that connects to the cable that goes around the outside of the rubber seal. Use a pair of locking pliers to firmly grab the edge of the spring so that it can be stretched and removed from the cable assembly. Grab the end of the cable, then remove it from the door boot seal. Afterwards, pull the door boot seal from the edge of the plastic panel. Here's the old door boot seal next to the new one. If you already have the new part, great. If not, you can get it from AppliancePartsPros.com. Position the new door boot seal so it goes around the outside edge of this plastic lip. Use a pair of pliers to remove the clamp that will allow you to pull out the rubber plug. Then connect the rubber drain to the plastic downspout. Position the cable retainer around the new door boot seal. Connect the tension spring to one end of the cable. Then, use a pair of locking pliers to connect the spring to the other end of the cable. Reinstall the plastic front panel, making sure that the 3 tabs on the bottom lock into place. Position the outer edge of the new door boot seal on the plastic panel. Then, press each of the rubber tabs into the slots on the panel. Reinstall the latch assembly, and then thread in and tighten the 2 retaining screws. Reconnect each of these wiring harness connections here. Afterwards, we need to take this small green wire, and it's actually a safety release wire for the latch. So in case this gets stuck, you can always open the detergent door here and pull on this, which will release the lock. So this goes right in here. Then lower down the top. Thread in and tighten the 2 screws that retain the top panel. Reinstall the detergent dispenser cover. Then thread in and tighten the 4 retaining screws. Position the front panel so that its base sits on the 2 lower mounting tabs. Then, tilt the panel back so that it clips into place. Reinstall the 2 hinge covers that secure to the right side of the front panel. Reinstall the door by positioning the hinges in place and then let them drop down slightly. Thread in and tighten the 2 door hinge screws. Afterwards, close the front door, reconnect the power cord, and then your appliance should be ready for use. Thanks for joining us for another successful repair brought to you by AppliancePartsPros.com. And be sure to check out our other repair videos on our website, on our Facebook page, and on our YouTube channel.